Okay, the next part of the routine we're going to do is going to focus on your chest, back, and shoulders. First exercise is called the walking push-up. For this one, you probably want to make sure you take your shoes off and you can find a good long carpeted area. And what you're going to do is you're going to basically act like your legs don't work. I know that sounds silly, but what you're going to do is you're going to take your feet and you're going to point them out. So you'll basically be riding along the top of your foot. And all you're going to do is you're going to do like you're doing a push-up. You're going to come down and you're going to straighten up with your feet, the top of your feet on the ground, and then you're going to walk just like this. And what that does, it isolates your arms. So instead of just doing a regular push-up, you're actually pulling and doing forward motion while you're doing that. And if you have a good hallway or something like that, that's a great place to do it. The second one we're going to do is the elevated push-up. Now this is very easily accomplished just by having a chair or something like that. And all you're going to do is you're going to take your feet and you're going to put them up on a chair or something nearby or a couch, whatever you have, or countertop. And then you just do regular push-ups with your feet elevated. And then, as everything else, do reps as necessary so that you feel a good burn and a good workout. And then after the elevated push-up is the chair dip with your feet up and your feet down. So, the chair dip with your feet up, you're going to get a chair and another chair out to the side. I'll put this sideways so you can actually see it. And all you're going to do is you're going to put your feet up in an opposite chair and then put your hands on the other chair and you're going to dip down just like this. And the trick is don't go fast, but get a good extension so that you're actually stretching out your tricep muscles along with your shoulders and your biceps and all that whole muscle group there. So that's the chair dip with your feet up. And the chair dip down, all you're going to do is you're going to remove the chair, keep your feet on the ground. This is a good starting position if you can't do a whole lot with your feet up. So start down here and then do regular dips like this with your feet just sitting on the ground. And this is a great exercise to isolate your triceps and start working from there. So that's the dips. The next one is a pike push-up. It's very similar to a regular push-up, but what you're going to do is instead of your feet being behind you straight, your feet are going to be spread as far apart as you can and as close to your upper body as you can. And the trick is you do it like a diamond push-up where you have your hands close together and you come down and you touch your nose in the hole. You come back up. That's one pike push-up. And so this isolates, again, your triceps and a lot of your shoulder muscles and works that entire muscle group. So after the pike push-up, you've got the good morning. Now the good morning is something you're going to do standing. This is actually kind of a relaxing type workout because it's not extremely intensive, but it's something that's good to kind of stretch out your lower back. All you're going to do, can't even see that. All you're going to do is you're going to stand on your feet. And you can do this with weights. You can do this with holding something else. But all you're going to do is you're going to cross your arms across your chest. And you're just going to keep your back straight, knees slightly bent. And you're going to come forward, straight forward at a 90-degree angle and come back up. Straight forward and come back up. Again, this is something that's done slow. Helps to stretch out your lower back. You can actually feel the stretch in your thighs as you do it. So it's a good exercise kind of to cool down a little bit and stretch out some of those muscle groups that you've been using. Now, another one we're going to go for is the plyometric push-up. Get back down here again. Plyometrics have to do with an actual kind of a bouncing type of technique with the exercise. So you'll get in the regular push-up position, but instead of just doing a regular push-up like that, you're going to come up, hands come off the ground every time. And what that does is it causes you to burst your energy. Causes you to burst out every time. So you build out a lot of explosive energy, which helps you to build a lot of endurance and a lot of tone in your muscles. And then the bent row is something you're going to do with a dumbbell or something around the house that you have that you can use as a free weight. Sometimes you can use a carton of milk. And all you're going to do is you're going to take that item. I don't really have anything to represent well. You can even use something like a duffel bag or some kind of bag filled with something. And all you're going to do is with yourself bent and your arm completely extended, you're just going to take it and you're going to blow it up like this. And once again, you're going to do it very slowly to help isolate those muscles and get a really good burn out of them. That's the bent row. You'll just do it on one arm, you switch up, bend over, and then you'll do it on the other one. All right, the next one we're going to do is called the extended push-up. This is one you can do with people, but it's a lot easier to do with a chair. So we'll get these set up here. This is very similar to the elevated push-up. Kind of uses some of the same general idea, a little bit different technique though. So you got your chair set up. What you're going to do, you put your hands on the chairs in the front, put your feet up on the chair in the back, and all you're going to do is you're going to do push-ups just like that. But you're going to go down as far as you possibly can and come back up. And you want to do this slowly, because if you try to bounce it too much, you might hyperextend your pectorals or some of your shoulder muscles. So this is the extended push-up. Come all the way down, all the way up. Make sure that whenever you do any of these push-ups, you're focusing on keeping your back and your legs as straight as you can. If you sag your back too much, you're actually putting too much strain on your back. It can hurt you in the long run. The next exercise is the diamond push-up, and it's very similar to the pike push-up, like I was saying. You just do regular push-up, but you keep your hands real close together. Let me move this camera down some. You keep your hands close together to form a diamond right in the middle, and it should be right about your sternum whenever you're doing the push-up. The little diamond should be centered right at the base of your sternum every time you come down. And that's a diamond push-up. Now, the last push-up that we're going to do is called the staggered push-up. The staggered push-up, the way it works, you're going to have your hands offset just like this. Instead of having them straight up and down, you're going to have them off to the side. And this helps to do a little bit, focus on a little bit different muscle group. So you're going to stagger them with one far forward and then one back, almost to your waist. Then just like this, you're going to do a push-up. Then you'll switch up, put one hand forward, pull the other one back, and do push-ups just like that. So that is a staggered push-up. And that does it for the chest, back, and shoulders.